Welcome back to Cooking with Frenchy. Christmas is just around the corner, so I've decided to show you a little bit more of baking skill. Last few weeks I showed you how to make a short crust pastry. I'm going to show you this week how to line up the tin, a ring, and how to blind bake this tin. So it's just a plan base for any kind of flying tarts you want to do it. You generally do that before you put a creams and you cooked or an insert or a curd or something like this. So this is this video. The next video would be about using that short crust pastry, using that flan base, and we are going to fill up with a lemon curd and whipped chantilly creams. So stay tuned now. Okay, you're gonna flour your bench and you are going to roll out that dough to about 3mm thick. So you can use a bit of flour like I did. The day was quite warm, so the dough is a bit sticky. I always recommend you leave the dough outside of the fridge for 5 to 10 minutes just to get a little bit to room temperature, like this you won't crack. That dough is best if it's chilled. If you find very difficult to roll it without sticking to your bench, you may be better off to roll it between baking paper or silicone paper. I'm going to measure the side of the ring, which is about 2 centimeters for me, and I clear one strip and 2 centimeters here, 2 centimeters. You will see it's a little bit over the ring, but that's what we want, so just for safety precaution. So you got to take a long strip for larger rings, so it's a little bit harder, I must say, because the ring is probably 20 centimeters diameter here, so you need quite a long strip. If it's not long enough, don't worry, just make 2 strips of it, and that's what I did. Roll that strip, put it in the fridge for 5 minutes again, just to make sure it's not too soft. Here you will see I finally use a baking paper or silicone paper on the, so I roll my pastry onto the silicone paper and then I just apply the ring. Now I unroll that strip of pastry just around. I'm gonna add a second strip just to make sure it goes together. The beauty of perforated rings is as you press the pastry onto the rings, it attached to it. So on there's no grease. With a trim here, gonna fix that. There's no grease, but by pressing hard, first of all you make that edge thinner, and also it helps maintaining the shape without using any grade, any seed, any rice, any weight or other piece of paper. With the knife I just trim the edge, and that's it. That's on the piece of paper, and I'm going to put that on the tray. I'll preheat my oven at 160 degrees. Just before you bake, make sure you really go with the fork and you dock that pastry. That will avoid the pastry to rise in the middle and lose some volume. You want an empty shell. That's now been baked at 160 degrees for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I apply a bit of egg wash. That's going to seal the pastry and it's going to reinforce the shelf life. I bake it for further 5 minutes and voila, you can remove the ring. As you can see on the left, my pastry shrink a little bit. That's mean I didn't rest it long enough in the fridge before I bake it. Very important point. Rest your pastry before you bake it. See you next time.